And this week, how many students did you end up getting?
One for sure, and then I've got another consult on Friday, so probably two.
Yay!
Yeah.
Congratulations. And that was the
Thank
big goal. Like when it finally happened, because you've been putting in the work, you've been on the leaderboard each week, second and third place each week. When you got that one student, how did that feel?
Oh, like it's funny. I tricked myself into thinking that I couldn't do it, even though I'd been doing it for a while. But this process just made me realize that not only can I do it, I can duplicate this now. I can do it
Yes.
over and over again. It's the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And so, as you guys were going through the process, what kinds of thoughts came to your mind? And this is kind of like just shout out, come on in if you've got something to say. Yeah, Beth.
So I was sick this week, so I can relate to when Kaylee was sick. But, I looked at that accountability spreadsheet that we have and I was like, oh, maybe I could just check off one thing right now. And then, and so I would do the action items for the day and I would be like, all right, let's do the action items, but we'll put rest as a couple of them. So, I remember to rest. And then I go, that accountability spreadsheet is awesome. That just, it kept me going. Like, I'd go rest a little and then I'd go back. Okay, what else could I do that's easy? And then and then pretty soon I had them all done.
Oh my gosh. What are some other experiences, Kaylee, Elizabeth, or Brent, that you had as you were going through the topics this week?
I think for me, the coolest thing was the flyer, because I've been in business for like 2 years and it just never occurred to me to make a flyer. And I made one and it's cute, it looks good, and I sent it to my friends and they were like, print it for me or email it to me and I'm gonna print it and I'm gonna put it up in my workplace and I'm like, oh, that was a really good idea that I'd never thought of. So that was, and that'll probably lead to more talk, that's another lead generator.
Exactly. Elizabeth, what are some of the things that you were able to take away out of this week?
I loved all the marketing that we did, the buy, sell, trade groups, and then the Facebook groups. I think that's really beneficial to help us get in. I know that there's a slight wait for some of the buy, sell, trade groups, but I think that's key. And then a lot of the marketing strategies that we took from each other.
Yeah.
Like posting the flyer in Starbucks or having small networking events in the community. I think that's really key.
Yeah. And again, it's about building awareness. How about for you, Brent? What were some of the aha moments you had this week, or what was really useful and beneficial for you?
Definitely combining the empathy map with the flyer was huge for me. I had created a flyer. It was a decent flyer, and then it ended up being a really good starting point.
Yes.
But then when you were able to give me all the the feedback and say, go back to your empathy map and look at what you're looking for specifically, I was able to add details that when I sent them to my current clients and my family and my friends, they were all like, oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what you needed. And I was like, Kelly, I've been in business for a little while, but I had never thought of doing a flyer. I just thought that was kind of old school, but it proved to be fun. And I think it's going to be pretty beneficial too.
Yeah, and old school works. And I think that's really important. Just because something is an old school tactic doesn't mean that if you add the right elements, it won't work. We just have to be very clear. And the flyer is all about them and the child and their needs versus Brent as this expert who's been tutoring for years. I'm so excited for you guys this week. You've got another great week ahead. You've got this week. Now that you have leads starting to come on in and people showing their interest, we're going to nail that sales conversation so that you can turn more of those people into yeses. So, hey, bye everyone.